All over America, there are hearing children that are born and ready to learn. The reason why is because they have a shared language with their hearing parents. Their parents speak to them, and the children are able to hear and acquire the language. This creates their basic interpersonal communication skills, which takes 6 to 2 years to develop. When these children are spoken to, they are able to play and socialize with adults, which is why they are able to have a strong BICS foundation. This is applied to schools when they enter the school system. They acquire cognitive academic language proficiency because they are at the same level to which the schools are teaching them. Compared to deaf children of hearing parents, when their hearing parents speak to them, this goes over their head because they cannot hear what the parents are saying, and they are not on par academically with where they should be when they enter the school system. In 1995, research showed that children who did not have a strong language foundation when they entered the school system, they were already behind 7 to 10, and it took them 7 to 10 years to catch up. In America, deaf children exit the school system with a fourth grade reading level. Compared to deaf children with deaf parents, research shows that they are able to acquire language and are ready to enter the school system because their parents are at home signing with them. And these deaf children are able to build their receptive skills and their language skills. When they enter the school system, they are on par with where they should be. This is comparative with hearing children of hearing parents and deaf children of deaf parents. Their academics are on par and aligned with each other. ASL and English reading and writing skills are correlated. Back in 2011, there was a research group in Washington, D.C., and the deaf people were asked 55 questions from Gallaudet University. They were undergrad and master's students, and their skills in ASL and English were compared, and it was seen that there was a higher grade level within their academics, and research shows that children who struggle with reading and writing, when academics look for how to help fix this problem, they look at how hearing students are taught. However, they try to apply it to deaf children, but it will not work because deaf children need different measures of how to be taught. Deaf children can acquire language if they have a deaf adult or a deaf mentor teaching them both ASL and English, because that is their native language. Deaf children's academic will develop better if they have a teacher and a mentor who can successfully teach them how to read and write. Some principles that are important is that it is important that deaf children are exposed to ASL because ASL is a visual language. ASL can be used to teach English literacy, which helps a deaf child's literacy skills develop, as well as fingerspelling exposure is very important for children within their reading and writing. Another thing that you can do is print pictures and visuals within your home to help children learn the correlation between reading and writing. It is also important to sit down with your deaf child and sign with them and read books using sign language. It is imperative that you encourage the notion that ASL and English are both academically equivalent languages, and use ASL within your curriculum from K through 12. Another thing that you can do to acquire higher language skills for your child is to show them a reading level a bit higher than what they are currently reading at. You can also use bilingual strategies by both teaching ASL and English. This will help your students' English and ASL skills develop. It's never too early to start. I highly encourage requiring ASL and an English specialist. You can use Individual Family Service Plan, which is IFSP, or an IEP. Once your student accesses the school system, it is important to assess how your student is doing academically. You can do this by measuring how well your student is doing and how they are developing within their school system.